Certain operations at some of the country's airports could see disruptions and economic activities affected as South Africa pushes to ensure air safety standards in line with the required global standards. The SA Civil Aviation Authority is the regulator of the country's aviation space and says it is tightening oversight measures to ensure a positive audit by the International Civil Aviation Organization.
I think we have a reason to be proud as South Africa for the work that we've put in, the work that as a country we have done in ensuring that even the international community coming to visit South Africa with a degree of certainty. I think everyone who boards our aircraft, as a matter of fact, would be worried about the on-time departure and whether the bags will make it on time and so on, but not really about safety. And I think we've done very well. And this is what we must, in fact, maintain into the future. I'm very optimistic that the audit that we are currently undertaking will, in fact, show improvement from 2017. And that's because we've worked very hard as a regulatory authority.
ICAO is a specialized agency of the United Nations created to promote the safe and orderly development of civil aviation across the world. Its auditors are in South Africa on an audit program to promote air safety.
It's been going great, actually, especially due to the staff of the South African Civil Aviation Authority, which are quite helpful and they're commendable. Actually, they're doing a great job of supporting the audit and helping us out to basically find the evidence to confirm indeed the level of the Civil Aviation Authority in regards of safety implementation. So things are going very well. We're debriefing the end brief Monday, and then the team coming from 9 different countries will be flying back home that evening. Obviously, aviation brings tourism, it brings so much economy to a country. That's extremely important. So for states that faring very well on safety level, provides confidence to the travelers to come to your country. So that's very important. This is why CAs are working hard.
The country's transport ministry has sought to allay fears of disruptions in the aviation space due to SACA and ICAO's work. They're saying that cracking the whip on non-compliance will help ensure safety standards and strengthen economic relations with other nations.
In fact, that is very good for the regulator to be able to pick up those things and act on them, because all that we need is a safe aviation, a secure aviation. So if they pick up anything as the regulator, we don't interfere. They act, and of course we expect whoever is the operator to comply. And I think that is also good. And I think that is why even the auditors may not find this as a problem, because for the mere fact that the regulator has acted and acted immediately and swiftly, it actually means that we do have a regulator that knows its story and that knows its mandate. So we're very, okay with that. Of course, I must indicate that doesn't mean that aircrafts cannot fly to those airports, but it actually means that they've got maybe to take some measures for them to fly to those airports. If it is not that the weather is not that good, like they will do under normal circumstances sometimes, but in this case it means that they've got to be even more careful about such things. But we're sitting on the ATNS as the department to say let them correct those things, and I'm happy that others are already being corrected.
The audit in South Africa is ICAO's 1000th and has been described as a milestone worthy of a celebration.
South Africa was one of the first states to be audited by ICAO back in 1999. And the consistent effort and hard work of the South African CA over the past 15 years has led to improvement of the state overall, effective implementation from 77% to 87.39%. In addition, South Africa has emerged as a leading aviation safety state, and since then, with a USOP EI audit score consistently above the global average, and that by 20 points.
The audit findings by ICAO are done every 5 years. In 2017, South Africa scored an 87% air safety compliance. This year's results will be released in the coming week, with the country aiming to top the global standards by achieving a 90% outcome. South Africa says it is looking towards a clean safety oversight audit from the global body ICAO with no significant aviation security concerns. The organization is in the country on an aviation audit until the 3rd of April, with South Africa vowing to maintain a Category 1 status on par with the expected global safety target of 0 air fatalities by the year 2030. Katlego Lerodi, SABC News, Sandton.